Okay, this video asks me to describe the transformations from the parent equation y equals absolute value of x to the equation y equals 3 times open absolute value x plus 4 close absolute value minus 2. Okay, so the first thing I do for questions like this is I do a quick sketch of the two equations. So let's just we'll do a little grid right here, Cartesian coordinate plane, and I'll do the parent equation in blue, the absolute value of x. So the vertex of this equation is of course 0, 0. There's nothing being added inside the absolute value, or 0 is being added to the x inside the absolute value, and 0 is being added outside here. So it starts right here at the origin, and it has a right-hand slope of 1 and a left-hand slope of -1. Okay, and then I go ahead and I graph the equation I'm trying to get to from this equation. So the vertex of this equation is -4, -2. Remember, we switch the sign of this number. This is +4, so the vertex has to be -4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, left 4, and down 2. 1, 2. Okay, and the right-hand slope of this is +3, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 over 1, so about right here. And this is the axis of symmetry. This x equals -4, so just right over here will be another point. And that's a quick sketch of the two graphs. So how do I get from this blue one to the green one? Well, now that I've got this quick sketch, it's as simple as counting. There is a horizontal translation. So horizontal translation. Remember, translation just means shift. Horizontal translation over 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. Horizontal translation left 4. Okay, so I shift this guy in blue over to here. And now I go ahead and dilate it by a factor of 3. So vertical dilation by a factor of 3. And what that does is it stretches this blue equation vertically by a factor of 3, so it's skinny like this green one. Okay, so you can imagine currently this vertex is sitting over here at -4, and it's stretched to be thin like the green one. I'll just do that in a different color real quick so you can see where we're currently at. We're about at this sort of position right here. We're looking like this. Now I need to do one more thing, obviously, and that's to shift it down 2 units. So remember, for shift it's translation, and we're going down, so that's vertical. This is a vertical translation down 2. Okay, and you have completely described. If you follow this recipe, you take this blue equation graph, shift it to the left 4, stretch it vertically by a factor of 3, and then shift it down 2, you will obtain this equation, which is what the question originally asked you to do. So this is your answer.